Hey, it's your girl, Corinda Dion, your number one change agent. That's it. And welcome to this YouTube as we are talking about how to be a successful workpreneur. And I am super excited that you have joined. And because you're here, that means there's some good information for you. And if you would like to continue to get more information from your number one change agent, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. You see how professional I was with that? I was so poised. Please subscribe to our channel. I can't help it. I'm all right. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. But do that. Do subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to get notifications when we put out our new YouTube videos. Okay, so very, very important. And if you would like to find out more information in regards to knowing more about me, booking, and what the whole Take Aim is all about, be sure to visit me on the web at corindadion.com. Okay, let's do that. Now, we have been discussing, we have launched the How To movement. And so far, we have discussed some very phenomenal topics, and we are at or closing out in this month of January, our first month of our How To movement. And we don't fear, don't worry. We will have more how tos for February. We will have more how tos for March. So just stay tuned. As long as you subscribe, you'll get all that information. You see how I just plugged that in right there? I just plugged that in. But today we are talking about how to be a successful workpreneur. And this is very important because a lot of times, many of us, including myself, we have launched businesses or ministries when we are offering products and or services, but we still work our day job. Okay, we still work our day job, and it is hopefully our goal and or intention that we will be able to do our entrepreneur endeavor or purpose full time. But I do want to just give some brief tips and some things in which can be helpful as you build and lead to that level. All right. In no way is this video, am I going to tell you to quit your job. I am not. Okay. In no way am I going to tell you to just take all of your savings and pour it into your business. I am not going to do that either. All right. I am just going to give some tips that if you are currently in a place where you have launched your business, all right, you have launched your business, but you are still actively working, this will motivate you and encourage you so that you can be a successful workpreneur. And listen, I know the challenges. It is very challenging because your time is limited. It is very challenging because you're thinking about your business all the time. You're thinking about what your next step is going to be. You're wanting to take that time to do some things and get out there and all of that, but you're still working. Right? You're still working your day job. And so you have to continue your responsibilities there, but still also make sure you are doing do justice in getting your business and getting your voice, your sound out there to your audience. All right. So here are a couple of tips. One thing that I want to suggest is that you do not procrastinate and that you plan. Okay, so one thing that will help you is planning. One thing that I have challenged myself to do is to be at least 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Okay, so that means that you may not be able to watch Netflix. You may not be able to indulge yourself in, all of these television programs or outside activities. You may have to take that weekend, and you may have to really prepare and prepare yourself in advance. So I personally like to be at least 2 weeks ahead. So I am going to make sure that my plan is in place so that when I get ready to tape, when I get ready to record the podcast, the podcast. I'm sorry, I'm just going to make a real quick plug. The podcast is now on Apple Podcasts. So we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Type in Take Aim, okay? Sorry, I had to get that out there. All right. So if I'm recording the podcast, if I am recording YouTube, if I am doing the Motivational Minute, it is planned beforehand. So I'm just going to show you quickly, something that I've typed up before. It is a schedule of what is happening during that week. So each day has a focus. And so when it's time for me to come and, plan and get things done, I have the list. Okay. I'm not winging it. There is a plan. Okay. So you want to make sure you have a plan so that you can work in advance. You want to work smart and not hard. All right. When you are a workpreneur, it is very, very important that you use and maximize your time effectively. So you want to work smart and not hard. So put your plan together, whatever that theme is going to be, and whatever you want to make sure you get out there every day of that week. And when you sit down for that weekend, knock it out. Just knock it out. Just do it. All right. That's tip number one. Tip number two is to get an intern. Okay. Just put something on I think I did ZipRecruiter. I think that's what I did. ZipRecruiter. Is that the right website? But there are other websites, or you can call your local community colleges or local colleges in your area and get a website. Shout out to Darian, my intern. All right. Get an intern that can help you to get some things done that you may not be able to get done, help you to get some administrative things completed, some social media things completed, to bounce some ideas off of, but really invest in an intern. They can be very helpful when you are a workpreneur, okay? And don't just get anybody, okay? Yes, they might be an intern, but make sure that they understand their job responsibilities, hold them accountable to their assignments and things that need to be done. Make sure that they understand what they need to be working on, and follow up and follow through with them. But an intern can be very, very helpful when you are a workpreneur. Another tip for you is that when you are a workpreneur, it is good to maybe join a meetup group or a professional organization that is in your community. All right. So I have joined a couple of wonderful groups, meetup groups, Hampton Roads Christian Women's Network through Meetup. I'm a part of the Gaston Chamber of Commerce. Not Gaston Chamber of Commerce, the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce. Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member of that group. So it's very important that you network. Okay, as a workpreneur, you need to network. All right, you've got to network. Hello, you've got to network. So please be sure to do that. Go on to Meetup, see what organizations are doing things that you could grow and get your name out there. Also look to see what professional organizations you can be a part of. And it's very, very important to be a part of a professional organization, because as a workpreneur, you still, you want people to take you seriously. All right. You want people to know that you are about business. So join a professional network that is credible. All right. So I decided to join the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce, and from that have been able to make some really good contacts. Okay. Very, very important. So those are just a few tips I wanted to share with you. Again, be prepared. Try to be 2 weeks in advance. Plan a schedule out, your marketing plan, your strategy, your thematic focus, whatever it is you're going to work on. And then use that weekend to knock those things out. Get your recordings done. Get your things taped. And if you do blogs, if you do writing, get those things done. Okay. Invest in an intern. Look to see what community colleges or maybe local churches you could be able to give information to in order to secure an intern to help you take care of some tasks that you might not be able to do during the day. And then also make sure to join professional groups so that you can network and get yourself out there more, to get your voice heard. All right. And look to see, last but not least, look to see what things that are out there that you can do that will not cost you a lot of money. As a workpreneur, your budget is very small. I know. I know. Preach to the choir. Preaching to the choir. Your budget is small, all right? So be sure that you look at things and platforms that you can use that are free. Okay. So for instance, I wanted to do a podcast. I launched on Anchor. Anchor is a free app. All right. It's user friendly. I can do the recording straight from my phone. It doesn't take a lot of expensive equipment for me to make it happen. Now, yes, you want to make sure that your delivery is professional. Okay. So I did add an intro and an outro and got someone professional to do that. So you want to make sure you invest in things so that it comes across professionally, but look at different things in which you can use and utilize that will not cost you a lot of money or absolutely free. Okay, absolutely free. And I will also share other apps and things that I use that are free of charge. If you would like to know that, just send me a quick email and say, send me the list. Okay, send it to admin@corindadion.com. Admin@corindadion.com. Say, send me the list, and I'll send you the actual apps and sites that I use that are free that is helping to create a universal brand. Somebody knows what I'm talking about when I say universal brand. All right. So very, very good. Okay. So make sure you use those things, you do those things. And last but not least, I know I said that was the last one before. One more thing. Okay. Just one more thing. Your number one change agent has one more thing. Okay. Be credible. Okay. So, when I say that, can I unpack that really quick? All right, let me unpack that really quick. Meaning, make sure that there is some credibility that backs your brand, that backs your name, if you are the brand, that backs your product, that backs your service. Okay, so have people to write testimonials, give you feedback that you can post and put out there. I also write for a magazine called Grace and Glory as a contributing writer. I am in school at Regent getting my master's in law. I am an author, okay, of 3 books. So you want to also make sure as a workpreneur, even though you're a workpreneur, you are building credibility to your brand, your product, your service. It is very, very important. Aren't you glad I told you that? Aren't you glad I shared that so we can take aim? Aren't you glad? Because we can take aim, right? Build your credibility. Build it. It is very, very important. So when those opportunities continue to open up, when you are able to walk into your job and say, thank you, this is my 2 weeks notice or whatever, you've built your credibility with your customers, with your clients, with partners and sponsors, so that you can go out there and you are delivering a professional, well thought, executed product service, and you have the backing to show it. You have the backing to support it. So maybe you need to go back to school. Maybe you need to take a course. Maybe whatever your expertise is in, you need to begin to continually gain that credibility. Okay. I'm done because we are way, 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 way over. All right. So I hope those tips helped. Remember, making lemonade is a choice. I am challenging you that when life gives you lemons, to what? Take aim. Take aim. All right. So you can be a successful workpreneur. This has been your girl, Corinda Dion, your number one change agent. And until next time, live life on the promise of impacts.